I've worked with, I would absolutely, somebody starting to cook and serious about cooking, not somebody who wants easy answers that are compromises. I would have them start with mastering the art of French cooking and make a few basic things like that, the bourguignon. Because once you understand the principles and the techniques, you can apply it to a veal stew, a lamb stew. You don't have to look next time. I think with Italian foods, I think that Marcella Hazan wrote some wonderful essential cookbooks. I think Lydia's are warmer but they're both excellent. So I would pick the cuisines that you want to explore. I think you need a good basic cookbook, and I think it should be either the Fanny Farmer or The Real Joy of Cooking, not the one that got revamped and 100 people were all working on it, but the real one. So you need a basic, you need probably an Italian and a French, and then do you love Indian cooking, or do you explore Chinese cooking? I think Mother Jaffrey is the best of the Indian cooks. Julie Sani did some cookbooks that are interesting too. So it's easy to get 5 once you pick what you're looking for. And then you can get the specialty cookbooks over the years. I think there are too many things like the zucchini cookbook because you have too much zucchini in your garden. I would never buy books like that. I would buy the big book and really get to know that cook and author. My husband and I used to laugh because it was like having these voices in the kitchen, and he'd say, well, Jim said to do it this way, and I'd say, I know, but Michael said to do it this way. So that's what you want. You want them to really be a part of your kitchen life.
This is really a comment. I was at ICP so many years ago, and you and Julia were sitting there in the same audience that I was, and there were cookbook authors on the stage, and I remember that you said, I hope I'm quoting this right, set aside. Set aside is the dumbest thing that you can put into the procedure in a recipe. Does that ring a bell?
It does. It's something I say all the time. Because you're there economizing on words and set aside. What else would you do? You wouldn't throw it out after you prepared it. This is dumb thinking.
I always look at you when I see set aside and put it in my own recipes, and I think, oh dear.
I mean, if you were to set it aside 6 hours in a cool place, that's a direction, but every paragraph set aside.